Hi, I'm Jale. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a general daily reading for Tuesday, the 18th of February 2020. As you know, no more videos to be posted on Wednesdays from now on. We're doing 6 days a week, but no uploads Wednesdays. So this may sort of trip over into Wednesday the 19th up till including the 20th, maybe even a few days afterwards, but we'll see what messages come through from Spirit, what they want you guys to know and be aware of. So we're going to channel first of all with the help of the guides. Then we're going to be using the Wild Unknown Tarot by Kim Kranz to get some insights into what's going to be going on for you guys the next couple of days. And we'll be pulling oracle cards for outcomes. So let me just get a link in here. Wow. If you're the first thing I want to say is if you're in a job where you don't like your employers, or there's conflict at work, whatever you do, if you are working over the next couple of days, there's going to be, it's like someone's getting pulled into some conflict here that don't say anything. What I mean by that is it feels like there's a collection of people that are chipping in and giving their insights, and then someone's asking you what you think, and I feel like whatever you say, it's going to be wrong, or whatever you say, it's going to come back on you. So I feel like you might need to kind of be a bit careful what you're saying. So if you're sat there going, oh yeah, you know, Bill's a right nightmare, or Bill's an arsehole, I feel like Bill's going to get his own back. So just, you know what I mean? Like, just be a bit aware. What is this energy? Let me trace along where this energy, what is going on with this energy. I'm getting a male here that's really angry. Again, it could be a boss, could be an employee. It's an older male. Someone that has got a very stern look. A male's very angry. Let me just see what this is about, because they want me to... Could be a father figure or a father, but it's someone that's older that is just... All I can see is some eyes doing this. Really aggressive looking... A disappointment. It's like someone's vocalizing a disappointment. And again, if it's not, if you don't relate to the work thing, it's like... Yeah, that's just... Someone's really angry. Do me a favour. I can't like if. Now I'm going to be honest with you. This to me doesn't feel like a guide, but it's like, I don't know if someone is watching this who's been very down on themselves, very down, low mood, low energy. Maybe feels like nothing's going right for them. Maybe feels like they don't have a lot going on, or they don't know what to do with their lives. There's something where the energy is a little bit, they're feeling down on themselves, they're feeling a bit upset. I'll be really honest with you. If you relate to that bit of information, I kind of feel like it's like I don't know, maybe you've had mental health issues where you've had a bit of depression or anxiety. But I don't know, it's like it's like you're adopting an energy that isn't your own, and you're being very hard on yourself. Now I know that's easier said than done, to sort of go, well, they've got depression, of course, that's a hard energy to kind of work through. Can you just do me a favour? If you don't have anyone to talk to, while you're watching this video, and it gets to the point where you have absolutely no one to talk to, can you just, again, try and look for someone? There's lots of support groups on Facebook. Do you know what? In fact, do me a favour. I feel like maybe I need to start our own support group on Facebook. So if that's you, can you email me if you are not finding anyone that you can start discuss these things with, and I'm going to start my own support group. Now, I'll be honest with you, I've never thought of doing that, but from this information that I'm getting, it's like that's what I'm being led to do. But that's on the basis of if you would be interested, and this is going to be for potentially one person, because whoever you are, you've got a lot of ability. You're probably very intuitive, but it's like your third eye is wide open, and it's like you're letting in all kinds of stuff, and it's like you're very down on yourself, because the energy you're around and absorbing is not great energy, but you don't know how to protect yourself, you don't know how to ground. Maybe your ability is very strong, but you don't know how to sort of do self-care spiritually. And that's not sort of me looking down on you going, oh, I know more than you. This is just to say that when you do have these abilities, it can be very difficult to understand how to protect yourself, and or keep, you know, what energies to let in, what to sort of, how to shield yourself, how to ground. So let me know if this is you, and if you don't have anyone you can go to support, let me know if you would like to me to start that support group on Facebook, because I will do. If it means that you'll get some support, 100% I'm in for that. All right, so let me know. Emails in the description box, because I also might even be that you might even want some support for development, you know, spiritually. Now, I can't sit and say, yeah, I'm gonna give everything for free. I can't sit and say that. So it might well be when we can, depending on if you relate to this, we can discuss your financial situation, all right, and make something that will accommodate, all right. I do have to eat at the end of the day, but if you are in a very, you know, limited position, we can look into that. So just let me know if this relates to you. Right, so let's have a look. 18th of February 2020. Information from the guides, please. Thank you. What insights do you have? What insights, please? What insights? What do you want to let them know? What is it they want to know? Yeah. There's energies. One sec. Yeah, whoever this is, you need to email me. Someone is feeling very disappointed here. We've got the Nine of Cups in reverse. A wish fulfillment wasn't granted. We've got the Tower card. Someone's had a very... It's like someone's been elevated and sort of brilliant on top of the world, and then the next thing is they've had this little Tower moment, all right? And Seven of Cups is total confusion. This is someone who probably has started developing very strong abilities, like I said before, but has absolutely no idea what to do. And I get it. That was me 10 years ago. Not to rub it in, you know, so, oh, look, I've 10 years experience. No, I'm just saying that it is, when you're undergoing a spiritual awakening, if it's your first one or your 50th one, because there are levels, and just FYI, just because you've had one awakening doesn't mean to say you're woke. That's ludicrous. And if I'd known that a couple of years ago, you know what I mean? It's like, heck no, there's no way. This is the thing. If you relate to some of what I just said earlier, but not all of it, salt baths, you need to cleanse your energy, 100%. You're getting influences here that are not your guides, and I'm just going to be real with you. You're getting influences here, not your guides. You probably have very heightened mediumship ability, and you're channeling earthbound spirits and entities here without knowing it. So we need to kind of get you... And again, this isn't scare tactics. This isn't like I'm trying to scare everyone. This is reality. It's nothing to be worried about or concerned about. We don't have to start panicking, because there are ways to manage this. You know, it's one of those things, especially with your ability, it attracts spirits that are needing help. And just like you or I, we need help sometimes. They do too. And what's going on here is that we, especially when we're very high vibrational or very capable of seeing things, feeling, seeing, we attract that energy. And so sometimes we can't process what this is about or how to help them, because we don't have the tools yet, and there's nothing wrong with that. So again, if you're getting visuals or insights and you're thinking that isn't me, and you're relating to what I'm saying, and you feel like you could have to do with some support and you haven't got any, let me know, as I mentioned. But this is achievable. You can counteract this. You can, you know, manage this. It's not, we don't have to panic. It's not like, put it this way, now I've offered this, I feel comfortable. If I hadn't offered this, I would be worrying, you know, because I don't like the idea that people aren't able to sort of work out how to navigate through these situations. Can you see these orbs everywhere? As you can see, I deal with the same thing, but I just have 10 years of awareness of how to do certain things. And like anything, there's levels of training, you know. Someone is feeling very alone and disheartened. 5 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck here. It's like they could even feel like they're other sort of friends, people that they've been around, don't understand them. There's someone, again, we've got 5 of Swords with the Tower. Someone's mentally feeling very low. And again, could be some of you, could be one of you, could be all of you. All right. Make sure you're around the high vibrational. Okay. Sage your room. Play Solfeggio music. We've got Tao Winds spirit music that are brilliant. We've got Steve Noble is brilliant on YouTube. He does some amazing meditations. To be honest with you, I'm also looking into developing my own spiritual music because that's what I rely on. And mainly because I'm channeling notes and chords. So I'm trying to potentially do my own second channel now. Do be around sort of things that you know uplift you. All right. So this is you, especially this, you know, next couple of days. Just make sure you're in high vibrational energy. It's like creature comforts and warmth and emotional comfort. This is what this is about. Because we're transitioning as well into Pisces season now. So we're going from that very kind of forward viewing, very much that kind of mental into that water. And sometimes that can be very hard to kind of transition into, especially if you are an empath. Someone doesn't know what they want. Someone's also had an awareness around a love connection here that wasn't what they expected. Someone's making an offer as well at some point, or already has, but they're still confused. Whatever this 5 of Pentacles was, which was sort of being left out in the cold, you are transitioning out of that. The wish fulfillment is what is under question. I feel like the emotional side of things you're kind of navigating out of. The choices or the options that you have around love potentially and or your emotions are again, that's, you don't feel shut out emotionally. You feel like there's just a lot of choices, but you don't know what you truly want. There's someone, maybe one of you, maybe all of you, that just doesn't know what they want because mentally there's been a shake up. That has caused you to reassess what exactly is going on. Ace of Cups. It's like you've been giving, someone's been giving. I feel really nauseous now. Don't know why. It's like someone's been giving. And it's like that it never ended, and now they're upset because the person that they were doing that to didn't get it, and it all kind of fell apart, and you're trying to retop your cup up here. This energy, I'll be honest with you, this is some intensive energy. This is really some intensive energy. And I'm just hearing I didn't know what to do. Alright. Now, I'll be honest with you. There is some really intense spiritual activity over the next couple of days. It could be there's a new moon. Let me check what's going on astrologically. Okay, so we've got to the bottom of it. Mercury in retrograde. We are now in Mercury in retrograde, right? In Pisces. And just to add the little cherry on the top, it's actually conjunct Neptune. I'll be really honest with you. If you have mediumship ability, because I'm picking up all kinds of earthbounds here and all kinds of spirits and all kind, this is going to be interesting. It's like, because don't forget, Neptune is prevalent in Pisces, all right? Because Neptunian is very Piscean. It's very much that kind of watery, very illusionary energy. Very kind. And Pisces is on, obviously, with the sun is now in Pisces on the 17th. Well, from the sort of 17th up to the 18th, 19th, it's leading into Pisces while there's that Mercury in retrograde. So at some point in the next couple of days, you're going to have the sun and Mercury are going to meet. They're going to swap places, right? in Pisces. Now, I would, if I were you, I would be looking at where that will be in your chart, because it's going to be very obvious as where this is going to affect you. Now, for me, it's in my 3rd house, which is not ideal, but let's just go into the 19th and see what is going on. What's the difference here? Do you know what's really interesting? Mercury retrograde, it was just about to conjunct Neptune. So Mercury is the planet of communication, and Neptune is the planet of, I mean, it's kind of like your dream state, your subconscious. It's like your you know, your illusionary. It's your very psychic energy. Before it went retrograde, it didn't go conjunct, which is usually when it's 3 degrees sort of spacing, and it's stopped now, Mercury, and it's about transition back through Pisces into conjunct the Sun. There is going to be a revelation at some point between now and the end of Mercury in retrograde. There is going to be people having revelations. Okay, now I'm going to get the dates for you. So it's going to end 10th of March 2020, but obviously you've got to bear in mind that the shadow period could be a few weeks after that when that really does transition. But I'll give you some energy insights as to what you can expect to see after that point. Right, I'm going to be really honest with you. The 9th of March, Sun and Mercury are basically at the same degree. This is going to be some intensive energy. By that point, Mercury has already gone back into Aquarius, and it's ready to come back round into Pisces. So what I want you to do is be very aware of all illusionary energy between now. This is a message not just for the next couple of days now. This is for a message for the next month, especially when it comes to this next supermoon, because this is going to be it's all very Piscean energy. All right. So we've got the supermoon on the 9th of March, which is the next supermoon out of 4. One we just had, which is on the 9th of Feb. We've now got the one on the 9th of March. And weirdly, we've got 9th of Feb, 9th of March, 7th of April, 7th of May. So 9977. The day after that, Mercury goes direct from Aquarius back all the way through to Pisces again. But again, the next few days, we've got the Sun on the exact same degree as Neptune. So there is a very strong awareness of illusion shattering here. It's like all through this retrograde period, people don't buy into. You're going to get over the next couple of days probably very strong energy. Like I mean, I felt like someone had opened the frickin' door from, I don't know, some downstairs coven where all the ghosts go and hang out, into this reading a minute ago, because I was just like, who are all these, this is not my ancestors, you know. It was like random people, and I was like, are you connected to these people watching? They're like, no. Well, who are you then? Like, why am I channeling you? So this is, I know why, it's because and Spirit let them in, because it's to allow me to give you the information of, it's going to be a free-for-all energetically these next couple of days. This is where you're going to start seeing it. So I'm giving you a heads up now, right? People are going to be offering things. People are going to be speaking about some truth. And you're going to be like, oh, great. Yeah, let's invest in that. Let's invest in that. But it's not, it's illusionary. 9 of Cups reversed. 10 of Swords reversed. The illusion, so 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment, reversed. We're not too sure. 10 of Swords upright is an end of an illusion. Reversed is a sustained illusion. Okay, you're going to have, definitely in the next month, starting from this period of these 3 days, where things are going to get a bit weird. You make sure you stick to the people and things and places that you know you can rely on. And if there's any new energies coming in, I would take the energy with all the words with a pinch of salt, and I wouldn't be getting into any, because we do have some sort of energy, conflicting energy here, 5 of Swords. So again, any work conflicts, I wouldn't be getting involved in them. I would be staying out of them, especially with friend groups, because there is a risk of this illusionary energy confusing people to the point where there's tower moments, all right, and then you can't pick that back up afterwards. But it will be revealed at the end of this kind of Mercury retrograde and or this next super moon, where there's that emotional release, and then the sun, obviously with Neptune, it's going to really show quite a few things. The sun conjunct Neptune in Pisces as well is going to really heighten your intuition. It's going to really allow you to see some things. So you're probably going to have some revelations around people. Also, the first message I said, this will count for whenever you watch this video, but also between now and March time. So if you watch this and think, well, that's not me, and then suddenly March time, around this period, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th of March, where you're remembering, and I'll even put this in my calendar as well, email me, because I'd rather you get some support than none, okay? It's going to be very important. I'll even put that in my calendar. So watch for that, but this is the start of a month now, and don't forget, I'm still going to do March readings, so you're still going to have some insights, some broken down based on your astrological signs here, based on what this is about, but this is going to be the start of it. All right, so just be aware of that. This is to clear out your emotions. It's to give some insight and to give you awareness as to how this is working. Basically, the reason they do this is not to kind of make everyone panic, but it's to learn. It's to understand. We've got the High Priestess, a very heightened ability. As I said, I literally just tuned into this and thought someone had opened a freaking door into my room. Which, and when I said door, I mean a portal, because it was like all these earthbound entities come through, and I was like, oh, hi, who are you? Temperance, great time of balance and spiritual healing, okay? And it's interesting, because do you know how it feels to me? It's like someone's opened a door, a roof, and the sun's beaming down on my head, because what it's doing is it's really clearing out my third eye and my crown chakra, because it's like we're undergoing a purge. This whole, especially for the next few days when you watch this, there's going to be a purge. So watch out for that. People are going to be understanding what they want to do, what the decisions are, and how to make them. Father of Swords, King of Swords. This is where people understand, because their heightened intuition is there. So just pay attention to what information you're getting here. We've got the Star, and we've got the Page of Wands. So there's some offers here, some childlike, very kind of playful offers. You're going to probably get an offer over the next couple of days, some of you, that is, number one, a very good opportunity, but it's like it holds a lot of potential. It holds a heck of a lot of potential. There's hope here, and there's a very playful energy. Pisces is very much, it's a very childlike, innocent kind of energy. This is, the next few days, it's asking you to kind of walk into that, because there's something to gain from it, and it's not going to be utilise the brain. Now, don't forget, we're coming out of this Capricorn energy from the beginning of January, which was like wandering through mud or cement, if I'm totally honest with you. Now, for me, it was anyway. And then we transitioned out of that earth sign, which was very sort of grounded and hardworking, and let's focus on the work and the 3D, and we're in the matrix, and let's focus on money, into this Aquarius age, which was that kind of, wow, crown chakra, forward thinking, let's channel a few aliens while we're here. And now we're being transitioned into this kind of Piscean, water-like energy, where we're very fluid, and we're not in the future, we're not in the now, we're just, or we're not in the sort of, we're not in the earth realm, we're not in the future realms, we're now sort of just fluid, we're just kind of a mix of the two. So it's kind of allowing you to utilise all your information that you should have been learning from January, February, and to put it into practice. That's how I want to say it, that this next few days you're going to start seeing. It's almost setting the stage, all right? We've got the Fool. Don't forget, the next transition is into Aries, which is the brand new cycle. Pisces is the last of the 12 signs, so we're about to close out a major cycle with a year, last 12 months, but also because we're in a brand new decade, we're beginning one last opportunity. So what I want to say is any bad habits, anything karmic, anything at all you want to share, focus on that. All right, especially, I don't know why, but I want to say this, but eating habits. I want to say eating habits. If you're relating to that, or fitness levels, health, focus on that. The Fool is brand new energy, brand new starts. 18th, 19th, 20th, Spirit. What else do you want to sort of give information wise, please? What other information is there, please, to give? Anything else? Anything else? Yeah, the Devil. Don't forget, there's going to be a lot of temptation. There's going to be a lot of you being subjected and thrown into your emotional world and or very open to things. And because of that, that can be very difficult to navigate through, especially emotionally. And so we tend to kind of try to distract those things and feeling those things by utilising alcohol, drugs, cigarettes, emotional crux, emotional crutches, food, gambling, or whatever the addictive behaviour is. Watch for this, because this is again, I hate, this is going to be a word of the year test. It is. If you can master this now, bam, you've closed the cycle, and you go into April, Aries season, with something that you've mastered that you don't have to ever worry about again. Now, I personally know what mine is, because this is also, they're channeling this for me as well. Note to self, I'll be watching this video back, because again, they tell me when I have to as well, because it means I learn things. I'm channeling for everyone, me included, and you guys. Let's see what else they can give us, please. So just watch for that, and if you fall into the next few days, just watch for that as you walk into the next few days. Anything that you need to master. Yeah, look, Father of Cups in the reverse. So there's an emotional instability here, and then we've got the Seven of Wands reversed. Watch for defensive emotional behaviour, yours or other people's. Don't take the bait. It's like, don't forget there's that illusionary energy. So maybe they're under that illusion, but it doesn't mean you have to be suckered into that. All right, so just bear that one in mind. Got the Sun on the reverse of the deck. Anything else that you want to give us here, Spirit? Anything else that we need to be aware of, please? Ow, that was my knee. Yeah, Four of Wands. We've got very strong twin flame energy here. The way I want to say this, if you are relating to this and you've been sort of watching the last couple of sort of twin flame videos, this is going to clear out their karmic stuff. All right, this is what it's designed to do, because we've got the Devil here. This is the test for them. All right, or it could be for you. Take it as it resonates with whoever's in this karmic situation, because we had the Devil and the Four of Wands. This could also be to do with that. So if someone ends up closing out that cycle, then again the energy is free to move on around the April time, which is, don't forget what I've been saying around the 2020 predictions that I did in December, and the Emperor. So the masculines are really going to benefit from this. So this is the thing, the Sun going into Pisces, the Sun is the masculine energy. The Sun is, the male element, okay? So the males, the divine masculines, are going to be needing this. Can you see this Emperor card here? You've got the Sun in the background and you've got that tall tree. The tall tree is not able to be the tall solid tree without the sustenance and the nourishment of the Sun. So the exposure that the divine masculines will be undergoing at this time, okay, is going to be needed for them to finally release what no longer serves. Whether they choose to take that is up to them. Okay, now again, it could be counterpart, it doesn't have to be twin flame, can be partner. It's whoever you feel, is in the masculine in your life. Maybe it's you, maybe it's the other person, whoever relates. But this is, it's like a transmutation is going on here. This is being transmutated. It's like an alchemy, because we're closing out, don't forget to go into that April season, that Aries season. So not everyone is going to get that and understand it and then sort of grab that opportunity. Some may take a few more months. Like I said, I kind of channeled before, from April will be the earliest for the unions, and the latest could be August for the next wave of twin flame unions. All right, that was as per my 2020 pick a card review that I did. Six of Wands, moving on to calmer waters. This is what this is meant to do. To get rid of the rubbish, the illusions, the things that no longer serve, whether that's love, whether that's the job, career, life mission, life goal, career finances. As you can see, I'm burping, which means I'm recycling energy. Because when I'm channeling devil energy, obviously I'm not going to sit and keep that in my system. It has to go. So I'm trying not to burp, because obviously that's just rude, but I also don't want to hold that in, because this is not good energy, in my opinion. The devil energy is that Capricorn energy that was, you know, the sort of when we had that very strong stellium of sort of Saturn, Pluto, I think it was Venus, the Sun, the Moon, all in Capricorn, South Node, and then the North Node was in Cancer, and it was just like, what the heck. This is also the Tree of Life. Capricorn being at the top of the tree, and Cancer being at the bottom of the Tree of Life. This is also the Tree of Life. So this is all part and parcel of the process, okay? This is all part and parcel of the process. You cannot have light without dark. You cannot have... The masculine has to go through this, all right? That's why. So if you get to the point where you're watching this thinking, well, all hell's broken loose, I thought we're you know, reaching a point this weekend where things got really great, and now this is meant to happen, all right? Now again, moving away from the love readings, because we've had quite a few of them, because I don't want to sort of only focus on that, because not everyone is going to want to hear that. It's the masculine element of you, okay? So are you the direct, proactive, decisive element of you? This is the thing that's being purged now. We had the Lilith purging over February, beginning of February, because the Lilith obviously transitioned and conjunct Chiron. So Lilith is the dark moon feminine, or the wounded feminine elements. Conjunct Chiron, which is the wounded healer. So there was a purge there. So naturally we now have to have the masculine element that's being purged, and which it is going through with this, the sun going through Pisces. Ready for Aries season, which is going to be an interesting one, because I'm getting a bit ahead of myself now, but this is what the energies, when you get to these, watch this reading, the energy is going to be very much like that. You want to kind of jump, and it's pulling you back in. You want to kind of, so just make sure you're grounded. Make sure you're grounding yourself. Make sure, now you can do a test here. Are you grounded? Put your hand over your head for a couple of minutes. All right? You should feel your body settling into you, your soul settling into your body, you feeling a bit more grounded. Now, if you feel totally different in a couple of minutes when you take your hand off, right, then you're not grounded. Walk around barefoot, take a walk, do things, you know, sort of saltwater baths. Crystals that are like carnelian's very good. Anything that is like orange or red in colour, wear that. Eat red food, drink red drinks like tomato juice or something, that will ground you. But that test is one of the best ones to see if you're grounded. Keep it on for 2 minutes maximum, take it off. If you feel like suddenly, oh my goodness, I feel a lot better, you weren't grounded, that's going to really help you for the next couple of days. Let's get outcome cards here. I'm going to pull some, they want me to take from the Keepers of the Light deck. Let's take some channeled insights from these guys. Keepers of the Light, this is freshly cleansed. Keepers of the Light, what do you have to tell us, please, for today's reading? What insights can you give us, please? Okay. Don't rely on tomorrow making you happy. Don't rely on tomorrow ever making you happy. Don't rely on the I'll be happy when, I'll be happy if. You have to make it happen today. If you don't know how to do that, this is what this next couple of weeks may be difficult, all right? Because if you don't know how to make yourself happy, now I'm not saying, you know, oh, you're an idiot if you don't. I'm just saying that's part and parcel of learning how to, you know, be happy. Find things that connect you to your inner child, because this is what this next month's going to be about, starting from the next couple of days. Yeah, exactly. Transcendence. Lord Shiva, rise up, honor your inner force, steps have been given, dance with the universe. This is transcendence, is about ascension. Okay, we're getting upgraded on all levels. We're getting upgraded on absolutely all levels, which is why I wanted to start doing the music, because so I do a lot of astral traveling, and I tend to sort of travel to different places to sort of see what's going on. So I went to the Galactic Centre, and I don't know if you're aware of what the Galactic Centre is, but the Galactic Centre is essentially the sort of birth of all parts of the universe, essentially. And it was in 9D, and I felt like my head was about to explode. It was like a freaking Escher painting. I couldn't work out what was going on. And I spoke to someone who obviously is pretty good at sort of doing the same thing. And she was like, "Oh, you need music, because your brain will kind of talk yourself out of it." And I mean, to be honest with you, I still when I went, I was like, "What the heck is going on here?" It's like it felt so uncomfortable to be in that energy. It was like, "What the heck?" But it's about getting used to things and upgrading and challenging this, right? This energy here is transcendence, is rising up and mastering certain things, and then being upgraded, and then mastering other things, mastering you. Can you see that the hand, the right hand is to receive. No, the right hand is to give. So the energy is, this is what we're being provided with, the energy to upgrade. That's essentially what this card is saying. They're just saying, sometimes when we get into Pisces month, it's a very hard energy to navigate through. But if you understand energy, or understand why the months are placed the way they are, you'll find it very useful. They're saying, yeah, look, infinite abundance. This is very strong manifestation energy, to be honest. Infinite abundance, Lord Ganesh. Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. So yeah, exactly. And again, we've got another reference here to some the more Buddhist values, the Buddhist icons. Now, obviously, you don't have to, view that as a religion, and live by it. This is just the, ascended masters and insights and guides, helpers, prevalent figures, energies here that are helping us, or trying to help us, because they are the keepers of the light to sort of get us to the next stage, essentially. Yeah. And we've got the Miriam here, so sacred vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. Okay, so, oh, my candle's just gone out. So if you're in a position where there's a lot of dualistic energy going on, light and dark, and you're not too sure what's going on, I would reserve the right to place an emphasis on right and wrong, and just let things be. Because don't forget, Aquarius energy and Pisces energy are two very different kettles of fish, especially with all this Capricorn placement. So yeah, look, a lot of alchemy. Okay, we've got a lot of alchemy. Holy amethyst, divine alchemy. Move beyond current challenges. Focus on what you desire. Again, can you see her crown chakras that's been lit up? And she's got, again, you might feel like amethyst will help you. It will definitely help this crown and this third eye. So again, if you feel like amethyst is your crystal, then definitely have a look into that. And then we've got Green Tara, supreme protection. It says, yes, you are protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation. Trust. Thank you, Green Tara, for cutting all cords, ties and attachments that no longer serve us. So we are free to move on in our path. And so be it, and so it is. So be it, and so it is. Thank you. Just say yes, please, if you would like that. One final card. What else? Last card, please, Spirit. Oh, this is lovely. This is a lovely card. We've got hope, love and acceptance. What a beautiful card. Just look at that lotus flower as well. Look, can you see? Again, be open to receive. I am open to receive. Love is yours. Recognise your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. Yes. Yes, I accept myself, both my strengths and my weaknesses, and I work through anything that I need to. I allow all good things to come to me. I allow my abundance. I allow my worth to shine, and so be it, and so it is. Okay, guys, so hopefully that's been of some assistance. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. All your likes, shares and subscriptions, it means so much to me. Thank you. Many, many blessings to you. Sending you lots of love. Thank you so much. Bye.